tinatawag natin na BARC na atin pong i-convene sa unang pagkakataon ngayong araw. Ito po yung pinakaunang beses na magkakaroon ng BARC sa kasaysayan ng Kongreso. So talagang napakahalaga po ng papel na gagampanan ng BARC ngayon. Ano po yung ating gagawin? Ating pong i-deliberate ngayong araw kung paano po natin ipaprocess yung amendments. Pinakamahalaga po dito, nakita naman po natin na yung isinumite ng DPWH na budget ay bumaba ng 255 billion. So yun po yung pinakamalaking task on the part of the BARC, which is to reallocate essentially the 255 billion pesos. Again, this is unprecedented. It has never happened in the history of Congress that we had to reallocate such a big amount. But thankfully, we have the guidance of the President as well. Naglabas po ang ating Pangulo ng menu and guidance as to which sectors yung ating pong bibigyan ng prioridad patungkol po sa ating pagpopondo. So again, later you will also hear it when I deliver my opening statement that I will implore the members of the BARC to prioritize education, health, agriculture, different areas of the human capital development, because that's what we really want to do for the budget of 2026, is to make it focused and centered on human capital development. So yun po yung ating gagawin. Ang ating pong pangako sa ating mga kababayan is we will show them where every peso of the people's tax would go. Saan po mapupunta ang bawat piso ng kanilang pinaghirapan na buwis. At ngayong araw po, yun po yung ating gagawin. Makikita po na ating mga kababayan line per line kung saan po natin ilalagay yung 255 billion pesos. But then again, this is the recommendation of the BARC for today. Tomorrow, we will still subject this to the Executive Committee of the Committee on Appropriations. So the members of the Committee on Appropriations would have another opportunity to scrutinize whatever the output is for today. And then afterwards, bukas din po, magsisimula na rin po yung plenary debates natin. So again, all the members of the House of Representatives would have an opportunity to scrutinize and deliberate on the proposals of the board.
This will all be live stream yung ngayon, even
Yes.
tomorrow yung consultation with the ACO.
Yes, all of these will be live streamed as per our commitment for an open, transparent, participative budget process. So lahat po ito, naka-live stream po yung ating BARC ngayong araw. Ang aking pong pangako ay bubuksan po natin yung tabing sa usaping budget. So this is our commitment to open the budget process. So lahat po yan, the BARC today, the Executive Committee tomorrow, and all of the plenary debates hereafter will all be live streamed and will be open to the observation and participation of our civil society organization.
Expected na matatapos today yung reallocation, yung talks of reallocation ng mga na-realign na DPWH budget?
We hope so. We don't know how many hours it's going to take because again, this is unprecedented. Usually po, if you have to make movements, usually po it's just a couple of billion pesos that you have to realign in between agencies. So something of this scale po, we don't know how long it's going to take. But on the part of the Committee on Appropriations, we've done all the pre-work po. 5 a.m. na po kami umuwi, 5:30 a.m. na kami umuwi nung Sabado. Matapos lang namin kasi lahat po ng ating i-deliberate ngayon ay nanggaling po sa mga request ng mga ahensya. So all the agencies sent in their agency requests, and that took us over 2 days just to compile, consolidate, and turn it into a form that the BARC members can easily scrutinize and take review. So, yun po. Yun pa lang po yun.
May mga proposal na rin sa mga posts na ipoconsider.
Ang atin lang pong i-consider ngayon ay mga agency amendments, institutional amendments. Kasi po, alam ko po during the budget deliberation, some of the congressmen had particular manifestations saying that we hope to increase the budget of this agency, etc. Or I hope we can increase this particular program. So we advised all the congressmen that if there are manifestations like that, that they coordinate with the individual agencies so that those can be incorporated into the agency request. Kasi at the end of the day naman po, hindi naman po yun parochial, that pertains to particular program. So, ang atin lang pong i-consider sa ating BARC ngayong araw ay mga institutional amendments, mga amendments po na galing sa mga
Very quick
agencies.
lang, ma'am. Anong agency ba? may participation pa sila sa MARC?
In terms of participation, wala kasi it's tawag dito, these are really all emanating from the agency. So actually, only the BARC members have seen the agency requests thus far. So they can participate later on. May execom bukas. So if they have particular inputs, suggestions and comments on what the BARC deliberates on today, we will be open to accepting their comments and inputs in the execom tomorrow as an outshoot of the deliberations
Very
today.
quick lang, ma'am. Top 3 agencies doon sa base sa pag-review ninyo in Saturday, makakakuha kumbaga ng pinakamalaki ba?
Definitely will prioritize education, definitely. And then the education, health, and agriculture. Yun po yung sa akin pong nakikita kasi hinimay ko na po yung agency request sa akin level at yun po yung nakikita ko. Education, health, and agriculture. Yun po
Ilan ang
yung,
miyembro ng BARC?
ilan ang BARC? Parang at least 20. Let me confirm lang po Pero Comsec, how many members are there in the BARC?
23.
23
Like
members.
half of, tama ba? Sorry, how many, that's like,
Plus yata.
how ilan ang APRO?
7.
APRO is 100 and
100 plus.
30 plus. Yes po.
So just like-
The BARC po kasi, so we have 23 members in the BARC. So definitely not small because we wanted to make sure that we get representation from each of the political parties. So, meron pong representation, 3 nominees from each of the political parties plus the party list coalition plus the minority. So, kaya po tayo umabot sa 23 kasi 7 po yon. So, the 5 political parties plus the party list coalition plus the minority times 3 plus ako po at saka si Senior Vice Chair Abet Garcia. So, 23.
Ma'am, assurance lang that this is different from the small committee that that has been criticized recently.
Most definitely. I can give that assurance. First of all, bukas na bukas po yung ating deliberasyon. Kitang-kita po ng ating mga kababayan, lahat ng ating iti-deliberate ngayong araw. And at pangalawa po, sinisigurado po natin na mayroon po representasyon mula po sa lahat ng mga partido, sa lahat po ng mga sektor dito po sa ating kapulungan.
Ilan po minority?
Tatlo. So, 333 din.
May independent. Kasi di ba po
In the BARC, kasi we relied on the nominations from the different parties. So that's why we have 7 from each of the parties, including the minority and the parties coalition, and then kami po.
Ma'am, sa staff, baka pwede makahingi kami ng listahan ng members ng BARC? Sa staff po ninyo.
Sige, I would have to course that through our committee secretary.
Kasi ito consider yung CSO.
CSO proposals on this one. On this particular, kasi nakapasok na yun, actually, a lot of them actually, I reviewed them For example, in terms of education, a big point that was discussed was with regard to ensuring that there's additional funding for the special education program. So the IPED, the madrasa, the SPED, etc. So that is definitely considered now. On the part of transportation, ina-advocate po yung increased funding for active transportation. So that's here as well. In terms of agriculture, definitely na-mention doon sa DAR yung increase in the funding to enable the new Agrarian Emancipation Act to be better institutionalized and operationalized. So kasama din po yan dito. In terms of agriculture, we're looking at increased support to farmers in terms of irrigation canals, pumps, etc. Those are all considered here. So, yun po.
Anong level of involvement so far ni Speaker Boji? Kasi di ba oath lang niya last week, tapos he's expected to grace this hearing today.
Actually, Speaker Boji is here in the House. He's very much actively involved. Speaker Boji is also aware. We had a briefing over the weekend. Pinakita ko po sa kanya lahat ng mga agency requests. So actually, Speaker Boji's inputs are also incorporated here, especially in terms of agriculture support. May makikita po mamaya in terms of the presidential residential assistance to farmer and fisher folk. That was a suggestion from Speaker Boji. There was also a suggestion around NIA, ensuring that there's greater funding for NIA programs, and then city electrification program. May input din po si Speaker Don to put in more funding there. So definitely very much involved po si Speaker Boji dito po sa buong proseso.
Thank you po.
In terms of process, nagtatanong ko lang, is you're saying na there's no way the lawmakers can insert unless they pass through the agency?
The BARC, yes, the BARC. That's one of the main reforms that we're doing now. It's to make sure that all the amendments are transparent. So we're doing that through the BARC.
Thank you.